shall place you here. Please be good people, ne? Okay. So I'm in a bit of a rush. I just finished filming that video. I'm going to a school. Let's pause while I reverse. I don't like talking while I reverse or listening to music. I feel like I can't reverse properly. I really feel so. I've promised myself that every single school in my vicinity is going to know about our book club. So I'm going to go to one of those schools and tell them about Junior Creative and what we do, and tell them that we can assist them with any children that are having trouble reading or falling in love with reading or books, so that we can have like a collaboration, you know. 1 kilometer, turn right on Jorson Street. Okay. To have like a collaboration with the schools as well as parents. And this is, wait, can you see me? This is important to me because I want to really like turn every leaf, every stone, you know. Speak to parents, speak to schools, speak to the children themselves, you know. I don't want to be one of those people that are like, oh, people are not supporting me, but I'm nitpicking on who I want to talk to. For example, this school that I'm going to, it's an African school, and it's one of the best in this province. And someone may say, why would you want to tell a school that is already doing well about your, let's say, your business that's teaching children how to read or how to do mathematics? The simple answer to that is you don't know what you don't know. Maybe these people may be interested in our African language classes because we teach all African languages. And when they're in Afrikaans medium school, one day there could be a child there that wants to learn Sepedi, and then they would recommend the child to us. Wabon? Kiska no azuma gore. Bagasinya ke go wabon. That's not fair on myself or to them. Turn left where? Now I was talking, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I think it's not here. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna address all of the schools. I've sent emails to all of them. I've spoken to all of them. I've sent emails to all of them. I've spoken to all of them. I'm going to try my best, okay? That is all that I can do. And one day when I say I have tried my best, I'll look back at this moment and say, you know what? You did, baby girl, you did. Maga Ratush. You went above and beyond the above. You know? So that's what I'm doing. So take this as a sign as well. If you're nervous to start something, just start. Look at me and say, Yaya is nervous, but she's doing it. Because I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. Because, like I said, this is a good school. As far as I'm concerned, they don't need me, but I need them. So I'm gonna be humble enough to ask and to knock. And maybe even they may not even need my book club, but they could teach me something about how they run their school, which could also benefit our learners as well. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I don't know where the entrance is. Oh.
In 200 meters, stay to the right to Bender Drive.
Where do we enter? No, it has to be here. It has to be here. I think I'm lost. Using the wrong gate for sure. Okay, let's pass this one and see if we can enter the other side through.
Left on Panicking Avenue.
Yeah.
Then turn left on Tucana Avenue.
So guys, the word of the day is do it nervous. Do it
Left on Tucana Avenue.
do it afraid, because I'm extremely afraid right now.
Left on Bender Drive.
Well guys. Get email. I'm really getting lost. Hey. Mudimuak. What's the Oh, Mudimuak. Or let me just call and ask, because there's no way. Right now, I'm at the spot where I need the book club and my business to be a household name. Every person that has a child needs to know that we exist. And every person that has a school needs to know that we exist, even if they don't support us, but to be known, you know. I'm not forcing anyone to join the book club, but I am asking for them to know that I exist. Just to introduce myself. Hey, my name is Ayanda. I'm with Junior Creative Book Club. This is what we do, and you know, it's nice to see you, and I also think you're doing a good job. So this is basically what this meeting is. Let me just call them. I don't even have airtime. Guys, if you saw me walking around in life, you'd probably think this lady has airtime, ne? I look like I have airtime. I don't. I never have airtime. My friends like to make fun of me about that. Let's call this one. Okay. Good morning, how are you?
Good evening, madam.
I'm good. I have a meeting with the deputy principal, but I've been driving around your school not sure which gate to use because all of them seem locked.
You must use the one in Bendo Drive, ma'am.
Bendo Drive.
There's a field opposite the school.
Okay.
Where my gate is, there's a big gate and then there's a small gate. That's where you need to enter.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Bendo Drive. Okay. Let's try Bendo Drive because this is such a... Not Bendo Drive.
Turn left on Bender Drive.
Okay. I hear you, Bendo Drive. Turn left on Bendo Drive. There's a big gate and a small gate. It's the first gate.
You've arrived.
Okay.
Destination is on your left.
Okay, we'll park here then. Let me park with reverse because wowza. Wowza. Okay, let's go. I'm like 5 minutes late. But I think they'll understand. So, watch me do difficult things. You know? That was a quick meeting. It was very quick. This is the school I went to. Lovely school, oh my god. Their offices are stunning. And everyone just seems so happy to be working here. I love it when I enter a place and the people clearly love their job. You know what I mean? Like it makes it exciting. Hi, Bo. Okay. I love it when I enter a work environment and you can tell that the workers are happy. And how you can tell if people are happy to be working somewhere is by how efficiently they work. Like when you enter, they want to give you the best experience possible. And I feel that here. And in fact, I noticed it when We came here for rugby the other day because the children, my man and I were actually laughing. When they were playing soccer, not soccer, rugby, the older children are very attentive to the younger kids. And when they were done playing and they were shaking their hands, there was this small, short boy in front of the queue greeting players from the other team. After they've won, by the way, they won all of the matches. The handshake was so firm. He was like a true sportsman. You'd think he's playing for the Springboks. He was like, good spot. Also, that was a nice meeting. It was quick, but she's rushing somewhere. But I'm glad that she saw me and we were able to agree on some things. So that was fun. I have another one at 25 minutes to 2 at Flora Park. Exciting. So the key is to not make demands. Just introduce yourself, tell them what you do, and offer your services, and also offer to be guided. That is my strategy. Don't be arrogant and everything. I'm feeling good and I'm hungry. I haven't had any meal today. I'm also kind of broke. What shall we do? And I think I should go to Mall of the North actually to go look at books that I need for next month for the book club, and to also have a meal at the Woolies Cafe. The Woolies Cafe always bangs. Anyway, if you are afraid to try something, take this as a sign that you can start. It's not always going to go this well, but because yesterday I called about 20 schools, I only got 3 appointments, and everyone else made me send emails that they haven't responded to. Let me actually see if they still haven't responded, because I was sending the emails in the morning, and if I just spoke to you and you asked me to send an email, why? Oh, we've got a response. Sorry. Good morning. The principal would like you to send a letter with a signature. What does that mean? A letter with a signature? What does that mean? Isn't an email a letter, guys? I'm very confused about what these people are saying. Okay, that's one school. Let's see if the others... Okay, others have not responded. Okay, let me just call these people and ask what they mean by the principal wants a letter with a signature.
No, you can type it, print it, and sign.
Can I ask
Sign electronically, then you sign it.
So is this a letter that would be requesting the meeting?
Come again?
Is this a letter that would...
You, but you wrote an email. So all that one is valid. But I can have a letter.
Also, I should put a letterhead and everything.
Yes, if you have a letterhead, you can put your letterhead. Right.
All right, thank you so much.
Goodbye.
That is extremely odd because, people have different leadership styles, but the other schools, I literally just called. Like today I'm meeting 2 deputy principals. I called, they said see me tomorrow at 11 and at 25 to 2. That's all it took. And then this one wants me to write a letterhead. I'm not complaining. I'm going to do it. But it just goes to show that people work differently, What was flying at Sasco may not fly at Albany, Not mad about it. A bit tedious and, but that's his style of leadership. So we shall do that. Should I put this here? But I don't want to yap anymore. But the mic makes me want to yap all the time and to tell you stuff. This is the ultimate oversharer gadget. Because wow, I always be wanting to turn on the mic and to tell you my life story. So Woolworths has this brand named Edition. I should probably get their leggings, but I bought one sports bra from here and it was so comfortable. Now I've just tried to buy one more and I've been told that the sports bras are phased out. The horrors. And then they say these are the one and only sports bras left, so I have to buy this. I have to, because the one that I have is so comfortable. I want more. But knowing how people in this province act, I can guarantee you, if I check online, I'm going to find sports bras. Or if I go to another Woolies in Gauteng, I'm going to find a sports bra. And then they're gonna, once again, let me show you how cute this bag is. I showed you last time, but it reminds me of the MS Picot bag. This, isn't she adorable? Is she not giving MS Picot? Is it Picot or Pico? So adorable. I like it, but I vowed to stop buying handbags as well because I feel like I overindulge in that area. Books, bags, shoes, I'm doing too much. And the most that I should be doing is just saving, honest. Oh, I want these glasses. I'll have to buy them. These ones, let me show you. Let me show you how hot I look in these glasses so that you don't think I'm just exaggerating. I'll show you. I shall take the pleasure to show you. I'll move. You see why I need them? I'm gonna buy them. Been looking for glasses in this shape for a bit. Yeah, we're good to go. Other than that, I'm gonna go have my lunch, buy the sports bra and the glasses, and go have lunch. Oh, look at this Gucci slides. I would say, guys, let me tell you something. Gucci has slides like this. Gucci. Now, when Foschini imitates Gucci, it's tacky. When Legit does it, it's tacky. But when Woolworths does it, it's cute. Let's reflect on that a bit. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. My other favorite idea that I apply to myself when I'm afraid to do new things is, what would I do if I was not afraid to be embarrassed? And most of the time, I find that when I don't care for the uncomfortability of being seen doing something for the first time, I end up just doing the thing that I didn't want to do because it would have been embarrassing. So what would you do if you didn't care that it would be embarrassing? And mind you, it's not even embarrassing to be knocking at doors. You're just embarrassed because you know it's your first time. But the people you're speaking to don't know that it's your first time. In fact, when you said that meeting, you sound so professional and as though you'd done it a million other times. So when you ask for that funding, when you write that letter, just sound confident. Hi, can I have doing city was? Okay, let's do the wings. So just be seen doing your best, because someone just thinks that you always do your best. Even if it's your worst day, someone is just gonna think, oh, that person is having a horrible Monday. They're not gonna think, oh, that person is horrible at what they do, you know? Well, okay, maybe they will. I do tend to think that about people as well. So maybe not be horrible. Another thing I do when, in fact, this is a thinking that I use when I speak to people for the first time. I use my favorite and my best words that people in my professional field would use, you know. Good morning. You're speaking to Ayanda from Junior Creative Book Club. I would like to set an appointment with your director. Okay, what is, and the thing about it that may be intimidating to some people is that when the receptionist is speaking to you, you may already feel like you are an imposter because they don't care for the work that you do, and they shouldn't, because that's not their work. So they're just going to have that, you know, deadpan, okay, what is this about, concerning, you know. So don't be intimidated or feel demotivated by them not being as excited as you are to be meeting their director. You might say, oh yeah, this is the business that I do. Thank you so much. This is the business that I do, and I'm so excited to be having possible discussions with your director about this and that. And be honest, don't say you are trying to have a meeting about carrots and when you get to the director you speak about oranges, because I think also they put you on the schedule knowing that you're going to be talking about carrots. And maybe sometimes they expect that the carrot discussion would take 5 minutes. And then when you get there, you say, let me tell you about this bridge. You know, it will make you seem dishonest. So if you are saying you're calling from this place and you want to talk about this, talk about that you said you're going to be talking about, because that's what the director would have been briefed about. But then what that does also is that it makes you seem like you're honest, because you should be honest. It makes you appear honest, but it also makes you appear like you know what you're talking about, which is important and which is what you need to establish rapport. This is my favorite juice from the Willis Cafe. It's called the Golden Sunshine, Golden something. It has ginger, carrots, fresh orange, turmeric. I think it is basically fresh fruits and herbs and roots, and it has a kick to it. And I like that they like to ask me if I like extra ginger with it, because I do. So delicious and so refreshing. And even when I don't feel well, whenever I have this, I end up just feeling so much better. Cheers. Oh, and when I was walking inside the mall, I bumped into someone that recognized me. I was like, oh my god. And when I used to work at the mall, because I used to work downstairs at the bookshop, I used to bump into people all the time. And it was fun, but it was also creeping me out, because then people knew where I worked and stuff like that. Now I like that I can just bump into them and then disappear because I kind of really feel conscious about overexposing myself, even though like I like to share myself with the world, I don't know. Like I was thinking the other day that I want to start a series where I work out every day. I'm at the gym, like type of setup. But like there's only a few gyms where I live. And everyone that lives here knows which gym I go to. And then I'm going to post it on TikTok. Like I've just been overthinking that. But I'm going to do it. I have to do it. Like I also like, part of the reason I like the beach. Guys, this is why I said this microphone makes me yap. Now you're going to hear all the thoughts that are running in my head. Anyway, part of the reason I like the ocean is that it's so big and makes me feel insignificant. Like when I look at the ocean, I realize just how big the world is and how there's so much more to life than just me and my thoughts and what I find embarrassing, And I look at the ocean and everything happening beneath it, and I realize there's more to life than being embarrassed about that one phone call I made when I was drunk, or that meeting I flunked, or that presentation I didn't do my best in, or that interview where I was just biting my tongue. And the world is so big that the people that I think are caring about the fact that I flunked an interview probably already forgot about that interview, and I'm just the only one reliving it and just torturing myself with the idea that I'm the worst person that they've ever interviewed, which is not even the case. And even if I was, they don't care enough to still remember it 4 months down the line, And although it matters to me as an individual 4 months down the line that I didn't score that job, or it shouldn't matter to the point where I punish myself with the thought of how horribly I performed. So it's okay to do difficult things, and it's okay to have a difficult time accepting some things, but it's not okay to use those things to chastise myself, So don't chastise yourself. The key to doing difficult things especially is to remove that element of yourself that would want to punish yourself, because that will prevent you from wanting to do difficult things, because you're going to realize that if I do the difficult thing and I don't do it well, I'm gonna use that moment to torment myself endlessly. So once you remove that chastisement, that's when you're going to realize I can do everything and I can just forget about it if it didn't go well. Or you can just, moan about it, get some words of comfort, get a hug, have a glass of wine or a shot, just have a drink, cry it out, and then you wake up another day and then you try another difficult thing, because who's going to stop you, boo? Nobody's going to stop you. So don't stop yourself as well. Do you guys know that something that can make you confident is reading? And I know that not everybody likes reading, not everybody wants to read, but reading articles, reading essays, reading case studies is not the same as reading books, because books are longer. You may hate that, so try to read at least short form stuff, something with 20 pages. And once you grasp the skill, to be able to read and to be quiet, you may be able to start reading maybe books with 100 pages and stuff. Anyway, part of the reason I think reading makes people confident is that it gives you unlimited amount of things to know and to speak about. So even in cases where you may not be properly prepared to have a discussion about the work that you do, because you would have read something about your line of work or you would have researched it thoroughly, even on days where you don't have a presentation, when you speak, it will sound good. For an example, I went to a conference at the beginning of the year. It was held by IFO, Institution for Future Work. It's affiliated with Tshwane University of Technology. When I was there, mind you, I didn't even want to go to that conference because I was like, I'm ill qualified. I was looking because they send you the schedule of everyone that's going to be speaking there. Hey, my dear. CEO of Eskom or director of MTN, Vodacom, it's examples, but people like that were there. In fact, people from Google and MTN and Vodacom and the likes were there, and the first CEO and of the chairpersons and scientists, very important people that were meeting to discuss what future work would look like and the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm just a small business owner who runs an online business. So I didn't want to go. I felt like I would be out of my depth. I'm a goldfish. I would be swimming with sharks. And then I went to this thing, and let me tell you, it was worth everything. It was worth more than I could ever account for. When we were having a cocktail hour and there were people from the South African National Defence Force, even they pulled everyone from all walks of life, my dear. There were people, inventors, everybody was there. But now I was showing up not feeling confident because I felt like I wasn't qualified to be there. But government officials were there, students were there, interns were there, big people in big offices were there. Do you understand? And I wouldn't have met them if I hadn't gone. But anyway, I went. What I'm trying to explain is, during the cocktail hour, I was going from table to table, introducing myself. I told myself, you know what? You don't know these people don't know you. What is the worst that can happen? And I went table by table, introducing myself to the people. Hi, my name is Ayanda. I'm with Junior Creative Book Club. This is what we do. Do you have a child? And let me tell you, I've received invaluable advice from those people. And at some point, I was in a circle of women and some young men, and I was talking about a research that I had read that was saying that boy children's cognitive skills are a little slower than that of girls, and as a result, girls end up reading better than boys. And they were asking me, these people, they were like, why do you think that is? And I said there's many reasons. Obviously the scientific ones matter, but I also think that socialization matters in how boys are raised and how they end up relating to responsibility in their books. And they were eating it up and agreeing with me. Let me tell you, when we went back to the conference, one of those women that was listening to me and nodding was a panelist and was a scientist. I'm gonna put her name here because I love her so much. I even have her phone number now. I'm gonna put her picture and her name here. And I was just sitting there like, this poor woman just sat there, was as humble as ever, listening to me, engaging me, and even told me I'm gonna bring my son. And I even asked her to mentor me because I was like, ma'am, I want that. I want to be one of those people that I'm not afraid to walk into rooms and to plead my case. Just tell them who I am and what I do, and they can either take it or not take it. But the most important lesson I learned there, the most important, these are the worst wings they could have given me. I dislike these wings so much. Oh my word. Let me show you. I was hoping it's actual wings, but it's fine. I'll just eat because I'm hungry. So, as I was saying, the most important lesson I learned there was that I learn more from exposing myself than I'm benefiting. in terms of business. Because remember, I approached those people saying, hey, bring your child, and then they end up giving me invaluable life and career advice that I wouldn't have received had I not approached them asking about their child and telling them about our children's book club. In fact, one of the ladies that I met there was saying, oh, my child wants to be an author, and then I gave her numbers of the authors that I have and said one of the authors actually does train people to write. Turns out she was like, you know what, thank you for this favor, I'm a consultant, we should have a meeting. You can't afford me, but which I liked because she was being honest. You can't afford me, but I can. Oh my goodness, there's money on my magnet. She was like, you can't afford me, but I can advise you on some things. And the advice she gave me is still ringing in my head. I don't have capacity for it, but I'm gonna execute it sometime during the year because it was excellent advice that I had not received anywhere else. So don't be afraid to walk in and ask. So you just speak like this. Do you want to say something? You can.
Blog.
How are you vlog?
I like this camera quality.
I don't. I want to get an actual camera.
You don't?
I don't. Does it look good?
Yep, I like it.
I don't think so. We're at my favorite section in the bookstore, which is the African fiction section. Fun fact, when I used to work here, the African fiction section used to be mine. So everyone in the shop, I think, in every bargain bookstore, I'm going to show you how other bookstores work. Each bookseller has sections that they're responsible for, meaning you need to master that section. You need to take care of it. When books are out of order, you need to also make sure that you put everything in order. So this was my section, and I mastered everything. I would also research new books that were coming out, old books that people liked that we didn't have, and then I would order books. And I shouldn't say this, but you can tell I no longer work here. I'm sorry. So I did African fiction, I did psychology, I did business, I did esoteric, some part of natural science, and there's something else that I did, biography. And you know what's the best part? These were all my favorite sections. And politics. I ate up those sections. You know why? Because I read African fictions, I read biographies, and I read politics. People would come to the shop wanting to buy one thing, and they would leave with 50 books because I was just that good. And some would say, I'm walking into the shop, Ayanda mustn't speak to me because I'm going to end up just buying too many books. Or they say, Ayanda, I'm here for one book. Don't talk to me because I know you're going to make me buy more than I need. And it wasn't even anything special. I just knew my books. And sometimes someone would come in and just tell me the plot of a book, and I would know it because if you read 80 books a year, and sometimes when we pack the shelves, especially me, when I would pack the shelves, I would write notes of what the synopsis was for each book. Like, let's say this is fiction, I would even pack this fiction side, even though I wasn't supposed to be selling fiction. I wasn't not selling fiction. Fiction was not my section. It was my friend Suni's section, but she'd help me with my sections as well. So sometimes when, especially because it's our biggest section, it was our biggest section, and as you can see, when most people come into the shop, they come to the fiction side and they pull out so many books. So we constantly have to put back books because the section is always a mess, as it's the biggest and the most popular. So I would be picking books, and then I would have I also used to also run the section with the children's books after my friend Marisa left. Marisa used to run that section as she was an MVP. You'd tell Marisa, you'd say the book had a duck on the page, and she would pull out 50 books with ducks on the pages. Not on the pages, on the covers. Like, she was good. And then after she resigned, I took over the section, and the pressure, because I knew those were big shoes to fill. Remember when I said to you earlier that I love working with people that I feel loved their job? That was me here. I was thriving because the people that I was working with were damn good at their jobs. You could be like having a client, the client would explain, the book was orange. Do you know how many orange books are here? But between the 3 of us or the 4 of us, we'd figure out which book that person was speaking about because of the collective experience. It was impressive. And it made people's experience of the bookshop also fun. And I love the girls now, as you would have seen some of them. And I used to work with some of them as well. There's also a lot of more new people, but they're also so capable. Like, it's so fun to get into a shop and to a work environment and feel like these people know what they're doing, because you trust them and you value their opinion. I'm going to introduce you to Pride, who's one of my favorites from this shop. Fun fact. Do you want to form part of my vlog? Do you want to tell them about your channel?
Oh, really?
Yeah, tell them about your channel. Just give them a check.
Hi, hello. I'm Pride, and I have a YouTube channel. It's mostly travel content, or like, so far there's 2 videos. There's like a karate one and a concert one, but I'll be uploading
Tell them how we
vlogs
met.
more. The first time I saw Ayanda I was trying to get a job. I was trying to get a job here actually, and she said I looked like some girl from this YouTube channel. But I liked it. Yep. But I liked it. Also, she helped me get this job, to be honest, and she told me what to do and stuff. And
I showed her how to nail the interview to get the job because I liked her.
Exactly. So it was fun. And I'll be grateful for it forever also, because I wouldn't really have this job if it wasn't for you, would I?
No, but let me just say, I think she would have gotten the job. It just would not have been at that time, because she's very good and very persistent. That's why she was able to get the job, resign, and then come back.
Yep. So I'll be working hard.
She'd be working hard. Another reason I love knocking on doors is that it allows you to see how flawed your strategy is, because sometimes when you plan something, or when you are running a business or have faith in a project, you may think that it's perfect or is the best thing to happen to the world or to you. Or, well, it may be the best thing to happen to you, but it may not necessarily be the most original idea, or you could not be going about it in the best way possible. So what I like about introducing yourself and what you do to people is that it allows you to see people's expectations of your project, like with the questions that they ask, as well as the answers that you give. Sometimes you may not be prepared for the questions that you're asked. Sometimes you may find that the questions that are asked are actually things that you never even thought about in terms of your projects or your business. So it helps you reflect and to reorganize your thoughts in your plan. So I highly encourage that, especially after maybe huge meetings or research and whatever, you just have a discussion with a mentor or a trusted friend to say, hey, this was my experience with this thing or with this person. What do you think? It helps that it should be someone that is in the field that you're in. If not, it has to be someone that loves you and can give you criticism, constructive criticism. Don't just go to people that are going to be deluding you and giving you unnecessary compliments. Sometimes what you need to hear is constructive criticism, which may not always be something you may want to hear. So as I wrap up this video, I just want to say that you must just try your best. The best way to predict the future is just by creating it, and you can only create it when you put yourself out there and you knock at doors, no matter how uncomfortable it is and no matter how awkward you think it's going to be. I guarantee you it's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad. The people that on whose doors you're knocking were also the knockers as well one day. They know what it's like to knock, and some of them may have forgotten it, because people forget fast. Some of them may no longer care that there's still people knocking, but there's a bunch of them that care about the knockers and that hope that people would knock, and maybe you are that person that they're waiting for. You're waiting for them, they're waiting for you. Everything you seek is also seeking you. That's just the best way to explain it. So I really wish you all the best, and I hope you have courage to pursue your dreams. You have my best wishes, and I look forward to hearing all of the ways that you were brave and all of the ways that it was worth it. Okay, I'll see you next week. I love you. Please be good people. If somebody gives you trouble, just bite them.